Okay, now that we've covered the three different contending models of Kepler's day, let's see how Kepler approached the problem. He was a convinced Copernican who dealt humorously with the literalism of those who use the Bible to argue against the motion of the earth. For example, take the first two verses of Psalm 24. "The earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. For he hath founded it upon the seas, and established it upon the floods." Kepler writes in his introduction to his New Astronomy, suppose someone were to assert from Psalm 24 that the earth is founded upon rivers, in order to support the novel and absurd philosophical conclusion that the earth floats upon rivers. Would it not be correct to say to him that he should regard the Holy Spirit as a divine messenger and refrain from wantonly dragging him into physics class? But how could Kepler prove the Copernican outlook to be right? In what testable way does the Copernican system differ from that of Ptolemy? Pondering the matter, Kepler came to a shocking conclusion. It doesn't. Yes, that's right. There's actually no observable difference between the systems of Ptolemy, Copernicus, and Brahe, as long as all their parameters are adjusted to take into account the same observations. That is to say that even though Tycho Brahe's better observations allowed him to make better predictions of planetary observations, those same observations could have been used to make the Ptolemaic system equally accurate. So let's compare the three systems together. We'll leave aside the rotation of the Earth for Copernicus, or the rotation of the entire universe for Ptolemy and Tycho Brahe, and we'll look at where the Sun and Mars appear to be to us on the Earth. Notice that going between the different systems makes no difference in the apparent positions. Now let's perform a particular transformation between the three systems using all of the planets. First, we'll take the Ptolemaic system. We'll eliminate his solid orbs. And now we'll adjust the orbit sizes as we did before. Now we'll pause the motion to concentrate on this. I can transform this Ptolemaic system into that of Tycho Brahe simply by moving the orbits to the Sun and getting rid of the epicycles. We also have to transform the equant into a double epicycle, so we fade that in. Now we watch the motion of the Tychonic system. As it's moving, I'm going to simply draw a circle around the mean sun. Sure looks like the Earth fits right in, doesn't it? Now I'm just going to erase the part of the drawing. I'm going to erase the orbit of the Sun around the Earth. What does this look like now? It's just the Copernican system with the camera focused on the Earth. If I simply center the Sun instead of the Earth, we have the Copernican hypothesis. Just for fun, here's another model which would have been invented by Ptolemy if he lived on the moon. Such a dweller on the lunar surface could create this lunar or lunatic model in which the moon is the center of the universe. And who's to say the model is wrong? It can also create results identical to the other models we've discussed. So if there is no difference between these different models, if all motion is relative, measured with respect to an arbitrary idea of stillness, how can we come to firm truth in astronomy? Is there any firm truth in astronomy?